Okay. Next item is chair's report. No chair. I don't have anything to add.
The chances on virtually,
Oh, is he? Okay.
and I apologize to everybody virtually. I didn't realize the camera, the computer had turned off and that we weren't recording. You missed almost nothing. Just the passing of the consent agenda.
Perfect.
Nancy, you want to,
I have nothing to add.
okay, you want to take over or
It doesn't matter to me. Where are we at? The consent
we're
agenda?
staff and consultant reports?
All right, let's do it. Staff and consultant reports.
Staff has nothing to report.
Any
We're good.
consultants?
No
No,
consultants.
I'll have some discussion on 7B when that comes up.
Okay. Hearing nothing else, we'll move into new business. First item of new business is discuss and consider certified survey map application for 522, 524 Dane Street. So we'll go ahead with that.
So we did get an updated survey map. Guys, email, everybody should have gotten that forwarded to them. I don't remember when I did that.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, Tuesday morning. So that I think addressed some of the concerns. And if you wanted to, you're welcome to, if you have any.
Yeah,
Say
I mean, unless you guys have any questions for me on the situation with it, so.
So what was different from the original map we got?
There was just some clerical stuff that Kevin.
That Kevin, okay.
So yeah, so Ed fixed those up and.
So what we're doing would be to recommend, I have this written down. Hold on, let me. Recommend approval of the certified map application to the village board.
And this is Corey with General Engineering, just so everybody's clear, this isn't a certified survey map, it's a condominium plat. Basically what he's doing is taking these separate, I guess, apartments in the duplex and creating condo units. So he's not dividing the property, so to speak, in a land area, he's dividing it in a ownership form. So it's not a certified survey map, it's a condominium plat, but they use the CSM application to apply to the village.
I guess my question would be, and maybe this doesn't fit at this point. Is this a one-off or does this allow anybody with a duplex to now do this?
No, you can actually do this on an existing structure according to the village ordinance. You can create condo units. It's different. It's not a zero lot line. You know how to zero lot line? We have a duplex, your traditional duplex building, and you divide it down the common wall, and then on one side the property and the building is owned by one owner, and the other side the property and the building is owned by a different owner. In this case, there's a common, the condo units, condominiums are usually, I think it's the inside of the outside wall is what the condo unit owner owns to. And then there's the common areas, which are basically like the backyard and the front yard. So it's different from a zero lot line, but they can apply this to more or less any type of residential units in the village.
Okay. Anybody else have any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the application for, go ahead.
It would be recommend approval to the village board, basically.
Recommend approval to the village board.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Hearing no opposition, that motion passes.
Be good to go. The board will have to approve it
Yes,
Monday.
I was gonna say Monday night then.
Monday night, yeah, but they doubt they're gonna have any concerns since plan commission passed it, and then we'll just touch base with you next week.
Yeah, because I know I still have to provide it, and I've talked to my attorney, so
Okay,
I didn't really want to start working on anything until I got approval
understandable.
to basically get this all done.
Yeah, no worries.
So that's gonna, be a little costly, so, but, alrighty.
Is this the one that just got the new decking and stuff?
Yes, on Dane Street.
Yeah, it looks great I haven't driven by the front yet.
Yeah, well, thank you, yeah. No, it's a nice little unit. There'll be some affordable housing in town, that's
I
for sure.
remember walking through all those buildings as they were being built the first time around.
Oh,
Me and my aunt would go through. So it's nice to see some changes.
yes. All right, thank you. Great, thank you.
All right. That takes care of that then, correct?
Yep,
Have a good night, gentlemen. Thank you.
Take care, Neil.
So then we'll move on to new business item B, discuss and consider use of container houses in the village.
So,
okay. Corey, can I give just a little bit of background real quick?
sure. Yep.
And then I'll let you talk.
Yep.
This came about, there's a property, over on Everett Street where it's on the half that's in Dane and half of it's in Green. And the gentleman is trying to sell just the Dane portion of his property. It is a minuscule strip of land that you could probably build absolutely nothing on. Also, it's not two separate lots. There's a lot of issues. But we had somebody call up and ask that if they did manage to purchase this piece of land, how would the village be amiable to container housing on it? So we kind of wanted to bring this up to plan commission. There's nothing we need to decide or approve today. It's just a general discussion. I'll let Corey share what he had as well.
Yeah, this particular property, this isn't the first time we've heard about this property. It's very unique. The owner is trying to just sell off this piece that's in Dane County, and it is buildable, but it's very narrow. From like north to south, the buildable area is only 20 feet deep. So someone is proposing or asking about container house. Now, 3 years ago, I broached the planning commission with a couple different topics regarding the ordinance. Some of you may have been on the planning commission at that time, and we talked about, how do we define corner lots and family and this and that. And one of the topics we brought forward was was containers. And at the time, I think we were talking more about these containers for accessory structures, like a storage shed in a backyard. But also, I think we broached about, because there are companies out there that make houses out of these containers, these shipping containers. So we did discuss it 3 years ago. I don't think it went anywhere. We did modify the ordinance for corner lots and some other things, but I think containers kind of went by the wayside. So just wanted to have some discussion and get some feedback. And I guess my recommendation is if we're not going to allow these, is that we put something in the ordinance, and we can put together some draft ordinance language to address that.
So speaking with Gabe and Ian about this with Sweet, staff's recommendation would also be to just not allow container housing in the village. They are, if for some areas more rural, where there's quite a bit of land, you can put these little things on them and they're very cost effective and stuff. But inside the village where we've got so much structure already, it doesn't make a lot of sense to then be adding these containers. I don't know if you've seen them. I think you can even order one off Amazon. It comes and you just pop it out.
Yeah, some can be very nice.
Yes.
Some can be just storage containers. So I think it'd be, if we were to allow, I think there would have to be restrictions on what it kind of looked like,
Yeah.
not just laying down a storage container on the lots.
So I guess that was my question. Are we talking, a shipping container, or are we talking
I think in regards to what the person wanted to put on that little strip of land, he's actually talking about, it's more than just a contain, it's like an actual housing.
Yeah.
It's got insulation, it's got all the
Okay,
things you would need in it. It's just a very small, you see these in, I was talking to someone and they were saying that their niece lived in one of these in Denmark or something, and it was just a bunch of little ones together, and they were like, almost like little, apartments, but like all in one thing, and they've got your bathroom and they've
how
got
many,
cooking and
how many square feet are these?
I don't know specifically. You can give, some of them can be quite small, some can be quite big. I will admit, I didn't look exactly. We looked. Gabe
You can
looked
get them
more-
for like $20,000 to $40,000.
Yeah, and they're, hey, we're talking about container housing.
Yay.
Would that lot meet the minimum lot requirement though for a home?
Well,
I mean, that would be could be a moot point. I don't,
so a normal home, no.
but with a smaller footprint, maybe.
Something else I just noticed about that lot when I was driving around
Yeah,
is that the power lines kind of go right through the majority of it. Because
it's,
they're offset from the road back. So the one pole is right on the corner and the other pole is back about 6, 7 feet. And so it crosses diagonally across the lot.
And you can't have a power line on top of a structure, correct?
No.
So,
so the gentleman selling this lot, I mean, and what I guess we were bringing to Plan Commission is a lot more abstract than that specific lot. There's a lot of issues. One that it's not 2 lots. He's trying to just sell he wants to keep all of it, of the lot that's in Greene County. He's just trying to sell the Dane County lot. It's not separate. Nowhere have I found paperwork that says that's 2 lots. It's got the same address.
So he's gonna have to do a lot split and everything if he wants.
Yeah, and I don't think it's even,
Yes,
Splittable.
yes, something, but
Yeah.
it's not
it's not
lot
splittable. Like,
size that you guys would approve.
Right.
and I reached out to the realtor in September and said, basically I asked her what she thought she was doing, and she claimed she had paperwork saying it was already 2 separate lots, but I just think maybe she has a parcel number from Dane County and a parcel number from Greene County, and that's not. Yeah, so,
The only thing I can think of is maybe when they redid the highway, because we own a weird triangle in the middle of the highway.
I don't know.
So.
but so that's, like I said, that's what brought this whole container thing.
Where I thought this was going, because about 15 years ago, CDA had class from the UW came down and presented something, ideas for where the public works building is now, and they were talking container units as part of that or whatever, container, how they've been on top of each other, so I thought that's where we were going back with that, but yeah, I think there's a lot of issues until we
see an ordinance or, something. So.
Sorry, guys.
I'd be reluctant to, because I just said you don't know what it's.
If I had to stay here and there right now, I'd say no.
Hey, I'm sorry, everybody online. For some reason, the village camera and audio keeps shutting down. So I'm gonna try and do this from my computer, which might not help anybody online.
Well, I can hear you again, but you did dip out for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear anybody else in the room but me either. Hey, Corey.
Yes.
Gary had a question if there was anywhere else in the counties that are doing any kind of container homes that you're aware of,
Ordinances that allow them or don't allow them?
or even ordinances allow them, or like actual container, like actual communities that have container homes in them already.
I could probably do some research and find it. I mean, there is a company in Wisconsin that makes them. And I'm sure on their website, I can't remember the name of the company, but I'm sure on their website they have places where they put them. But I can do some research.
Well, I don't know if that's,
Yeah, I don't know if that's totally necessary, but
Okay.
It's not a good idea, but, once it's, so,
okay,
know how much time there we want to into it, but.
I
that's
guess
totally fair.
to tie it all together, my question would be, and I was trying to look, but I can't find it. What is the village's stance on mobile homes, trailer homes? I don't know what the correct vernacular is. I know we have a couple in town, but I thought that we weren't allowing any new ones.
It's currently in our ordinance is really weird. We got ordinances that say we charge annual fees for having trailers and all this good stuff, but then in our actual building code or zoning code, we don't allow for mobile or manufactured homes.
Okay, yeah, the short answer to that was no.
Then to me, the ordinance should just be revised and include container homes. Because container homes, I mean, in my interpretation, would be basically in the same vein. It's, mobile or manufactured.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I mean, they're just a fancier version of a modular home at this point.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
I had to look online to see kind of what they were too for reference. And I mean, yeah, some of them can look very nice, but at the same time, what's to prevent somebody from just getting a hold of a couple old shipping containers, and there we are.
Totally fair. Okay. Well, we had to have the conversation, so I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody's thoughts. I think that everybody's pretty at the consensus. It's not worth exploring further. So that satisfies staff anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything on that?
No, I got a lot of head shaking now.
Okay. Well, hearing no other new business and seeing nothing else on the agenda, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Well, that was short and sweet.
All right, 6:22. All right, thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.